Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon Reignited. And in the last episode, Hunter got kidnapped right here in this very spot. For some reason, there was a panel and a button. He just ran up, gave that button a huge whack, and fell. And I started. And yeah, we also pretty much finished off 2 of the 4 Evening Lake worlds that trigger that cutscene in happening, which was Fireworks Factory and Lost Fleet, which we finished up in the last episode. Bentley's Outpost and the Speedway do not count. I keep wanting to say Subway, but that is not the right terminology. But yes, we've lost Hunter, and anything that he is normally hosting in the entirety of the game is no longer available to us. So if we went back into Honey Speedway, for example, or any of the previous levels that he was in, like for the skate parks, which we did in Lost Fleet, he would be gone. So that's a thing that we cannot do. Thankfully, the last 2 levels, one being Charm Ridge and the other Forest Altar, that we haven't done yet in Evening Lake in order to continue onwards, because we need to get the main egg from each respective world, from the 5, which includes the character that we have to unlock, in order to get to the next one, which in this case unlocks the rocket to get to the next hub world and the next boss, which unlocks the next Sparks level, and it just spirals from there. Spyros from there? Slow in my speech sometimes makes unintentional puns.
Spyro, we urgently need your help. The evil cat wizards of Felinia have stormed our castle and captured our princess. If we don't stop them right away, they'll force her to marry Prince Asriel.
Asriel? But this dude's a cat, not a goat. But you could consider him a monster. I don't know. But we actually never get to go to Felinia in this game. Unlike in, you know, Spyro 2, where we had, like, Zephyr and Breeze Harbour. That's it. I was about to say Breeze Builder Harbour. That's not right. It's Breeze Harbour. They were connected, and both areas were at war. But it's not just the wizards. We still have Rhynocs causing issues. They have joined alliances. They have formed together to make this forced, well, quote-unquote forced marriage a reality. So that's kind of a thing. But yeah, look at the size of this level. It's actually kind of compact and small. Almost the size of a Spyro 1 level, actually. Oh, and I need to actually kill one of these guys as they're big, because that is a trophy for this level. There it is. The higher they fall. That was easy enough. Get a trophy immediately. Just gotta kill an enemy when they're big. That's literally all we gotta do in order to get that. But that's not all.
Hurry, Spyro! If we don't get to the castle right away, the princess will be forced to marry that loser, Prince Asriel.
Can you really call him a loser if he's a prince? Just saying. Oh, and what about my checkpoints? Why is it only Zoe that can do that? I think your fairy's a little bit biased. Actually, I want to try and do this. Booski. There we are. Even the debris actually flattens. That's a nice touch. Yeah, this Rhynoc, unlike the last one with the crossbow that we just hit, well, as you can see right here, actually, that guy's actually getting enlarged by that cat wizard right behind there. If I just back up a tad, he'll go small again, but if I bring him on screen, yeah, that's how they become large. But you can only take out the ones that, you know, could normally be taken out. Because this guy is large, he's also metal, he's basically invincible because he's too big for us to charge into. So if we take out this cat wizard, he becomes small and we can whack him. And that's how you take out the armoured big ones. And of course, because these ones are big and they're acting as shields for the other wizards, that's kind of a problem. Oh, there you are, Zoe. Thank you for zapping. Are you related to these fairies by any chance? Yeah, we got a fairy level here, which I believe the, I haven't actually talked about this, the Game Boy Advance games of Spyro, Season of Ice and Season of Flame, which I believe are 1 and 2 respectively. They're not like remakes or anything of the sort. I don't know really how to dodge that, to be perfectly honest. I guess I could have tried the Spyro 1 rolling maneuvers. That might have worked. I was actually hoping for a bit of health around here. Can we actually go on top of this? Nope, doesn't look like it. We just bonk. But yeah, Spyro Season of Ice and Season of Flame, I can't remember which one it is, but basically it revolves around saving fairies, and yeah, I don't have sparks. I keep forgetting. As soon as I say I don't have sparks, I actually don't have sparks, and it messes me up. Because I just walk by gems and not pick them up. But yeah, I don't know which one of the Spyro Game Boy Advance games focuses on fairies, but you gotta rescue them. And this level's kind of a precursor to that, even though I think Spyro Season of Ice, which I think is the first GBA game, came out before or after this game. I'm not entirely too sure.
Well, Spyro, today is your lucky day. The wizards and I have worked out a little deal. If you simply pay a small toll, they'll be happy to raise these steps and let you pass.
Yeah, kind of making a mechanic in the Magic Crafters worlds of Spyro 1 into a paywall. Or a toll in this case. You can't activate it unless you take them out and pay the toll. Which is a hefty 600! Jesus, dude, your first bridge was a lot cheaper in I was about to say Zephyr. No, that's in, Avalar. I was going to say Glimmer.
You have chosen wisely, Spyro. I'll tell the wizards to raise the steps immediately. Oh, and, best of luck rescuing that princess, or whatever it is you're up to.
Probably grabbing eggs. And when we approach, they're back. We can climb. Oh, wait, we took too long. Dude? Why did they go down?
You know, come to think of it, the wizards only agreed to raise the steps. They never said they wouldn't lower them again. Those guys are pretty clever, aren't they?
I paid a toll, you dick. Get flamed. That's what I think of you. Yep, just like in Magic Crafters World of Spyro 1, we've got to do this pretty quick. Thankfully, we can jump right before they actually go down. We have a little bit of leeway for that. In the original, it is actually possible to skip paying him a toll if you can do like some weird challenge jump shenanigans over there. But obviously there's a Reignited version, and possibly with the momentum-based physics, or just different hitboxes and collision, as well as, just being a remake in general, I don't think that is possible. Oh, I got hit. I thought I was fine. Oh dear. Right, well, this could be a problem. Oh, we got to just hug the walls. Actually, I can jump on these. Why would I not just do that?
There's no time to lose. Prince Azrael and his cat armies are about to steal our poor princess.
Well, I might be able to move a little bit faster if you guys didn't keep stopping me and not give me checkpoints. Zoe has to do it for me. In fact, she gave me a checkpoint just talking to someone that didn't really mean much in the grand scheme of things. Actually, this is perfect. Oh no! I would have actually made that if he didn't hit me. And because I didn't have any hit points left, I died. And I would have died regardless, because I would have fallen into the pit after the hit regardless. So that was a bit of bad luck right there, a bit of bad timing, might be. But, yep, I can actually make that jump. So we'll do it again at this angle. There we go, and I actually jumped over it that time. If only I could have been that lucky last time. Got him! Yeah, but I'm actually kind of going backwards through this area a bit. But we do have a sub-area, so that's pretty cool. Right, hang on a minute. Am I going backwards through this area? I believe I am going backwards through this area, but you can make this jump a lot easier in the Reignited version than you can in the original, because you have the buffed glide. I think you're supposed to hop up there. Instead of trying to glide that way, you glide down over here. Which, by the way, there were still some guys over on that side that I didn't actually deal with. Wait, hang on a minute. That's where I came from. I took those guys out. Did I not get their gems? They respawned after the checkpoint. Huh, that's weird. You're supposed to come up through this way by gliding down, as I said. I just did it backwards because I would like to show off a bit. Of course, I paid the penalty for that, but I need to go down here anyway, so that's actually not a big of an issue. We'll go do that sub-area in a bit. I want to do the main level first, actually. Do I want to do that? Well, I need to sort out these guys anyway. Actually, I can't make that jump back that way now because these platforms don't extend all the way. I need to kill these two again! You've got to be kidding me, man! I'm actually annoyed about that, because that's twice now I got gimped off the ledge. That time I had health. So, yeah, that's actually quite annoying. And, oh, they're all back alive again. Let me go deal with these guys first. I mean, you're supposed to be up here and glide down to that one, and then you climb up. That's the way you're supposed to do it. But I wanted to do it the other way, and there's an egg down that way, so I guess it was a good idea coming back on myself, because I actually forgot about that little cave, so let's go do that first. There's actually Super Flame here as well. Benjamin. Cisco. I like Deep Space Nine. Got some stuff here, let's smash it. And I guess I'll kill those enemies again in a bit. Actually, what's up here again? Oh, it's the way out to other things. I can't actually make it over there. This is just to get out, isn't it? Yeah, but I don't want to do that right now. I guess I'm... Well, oh, wait, hang on. I did not see the rocket here, which I'm flaming, and it's not activating. There we are. Okay, that I was thinking, could I ride that? But no. Again, I think you can do that in the original, because they don't move as chaotically, but... I have seen someone do it in, Oh, what's it? I've seen someone do it before in... Oh, what level was it? In Spyro 2. I think it was, Wait, what am I supposed to do here? I forget. I've got the flame, but I can't actually get up there. Why am I supposed to just jump it? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to jump it. I'm getting a little bit turned around here at the moment. What happens if I just go this way, actually? Could I just glide from up here? It's not Colossus. It's Idle Springs. That's the name of the level. I could not remember it for the life of me there. Also, could I not have used this Super Flame to bash that thing open instead of, you know, using this? There's an egg there, actually. I think I know how I'm supposed to get to that, but I'll deal with that in just a moment. I want to go over here. I want to do this. Then I want to glide over here, hop on a ute. I'm pretty sure I could hop onto that big, gigantic chest piece, but it wouldn't let me. Because there was actually a couple of skill points that I completely forgot to mention. I was going to, but I forgot. We have 2 skill points in this level. We have the Impossible Tower and Shoot the Temple Windows. I think the Impossible Tower is this spot right here. We got to somehow make like a perfected long glide with a hover in order to make it. And if we can make that, we get the skill point. One of the more difficult ones, I will admit. Maybe our buffed up hover in the Reignited trilogy would help, perhaps. Maybe it is easier in the remake. But if we can do that, that's another skill point for us. And there's also the other skill point, which we can't do at the moment. I think it was the area that I bypassed. Well, I did try to jump and hover, but it wouldn't let me, so thanks for that. Before I forget, why don't I just hop on the wall here? Excuse me, hop on the wall. I knew I could hop on the wall. It's a bit late now, because I just ran out of Super Flame. Hopefully I killed them both. I killed them both in one shot. Awesome. And yeah, I got the gems because they just appeared on screen. So that's how you get those 2. Do that before I forget. Alright, I'm going to try and make the jump again. This time I'm going to go over this way and hop onto the top of this bit. Whoa, okay, I almost span off, but I was just on the point. Because now I can come up this way and do this jump. I'm pretty sure you can jump on the chest piece. Maybe that's only in the original. Maybe there's a bit of a weird hitbox for the edges on the remake. Unless I'm remembering that incorrectly, but like I said, it's been a little bit of a while. But we got Mo. That was Mo's egg. It's not Mo's Tavern, it's Mo's egg. And this is actually where we need to make the jump to get over here. And as you can tell, it's pretty much just below our starting height, so it is quite a jump to make. Nah, I'm not going to make that. How do I make that again? I honestly forget. I think I'm supposed to make it from this pot, so I'm going to have to make my way up and around yet again. You know, yeah, hurry up and save our princess from Prince Azrael. And then I just go off on a complete side tangent to both these caves in this particular area. If I keep cutting around, it's just for the sake of like consistency and keeping the flow, because that climbing ladders takes a while. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this gives us a better vantage point. So if we do it from here, then hover at the last moment. There we go. I think you might have to do that just a little bit more later in the original, but just landing there gives you a skill point. That's another one up for us. That's pretty awesome, sweet, tasty, fresh, and delicious. Let's get back to where we were. Well, I'm going to kill all those enemies and see if I can get another checkpoint somewhere. Or I'll come back over this way and get Zoe again, who's just chilling over on that podium. Ow! Pants! That was a collision. Well, he fell, and I need to make this jump. I should have changed my camera angle. He almost sniped me back into the Sparta. Yeah. Problem with this water, as we've seen, when we do actually get sniped and we still have health, it's an instant kill. It's like it's like Spyro 1. It's like this level's a massive callback, because it's like, it's water, but it's not water, it's like blue ooze, but you wouldn't think it's water, because there's a waterfall. Maybe it's magically charged, who knows. But you immediately die from it, you just sink like a stone. And I am going to go in here, because why not? This takes a bit of a while.
According to legends, there's a golden goose at the top of this here mountain. I want to be the first person to the top so I can grab it.
Why are you so creepy looking? Those black eyes, just inserted into your entire eye socket, is just disturbing. He's like a Lucky Charms leprechaun, but without the charm, because of the eyes. They put me off. Now, there's a reason for this. This is like what I keep saying when the new Link's Awakening remake was revealed for the Switch, which is a remake of the Game Boy Color game. It doesn't feel like more of a remake to me, but more of a 3D direct translation of what the sprites would look like in 3D. Because when I was thinking, oh, they're announcing a Zelda Link's Awakening remake, as soon as I saw it, I thought they should have used the Link Between Worlds graphics. That would have just made a lot more sense. I mean, it was already based off of Link to the Past, and...
I just bought some Insta-Sprout Ultra Super Grow seeds from a bear with a bag of gems. He said they were magic, but I can't make them do anything. You can have a couple if you like.
Link's Awakening was supposed to be a remake of a Link to the Past for portable devices. Sorry for that awkward cut, actually, I forgot he spoke there, but yeah. We've got this again, something else that's reused from Spyro 2, actually, not Spyro 1. Yeah, the level's a callback to, well, the main level is a callback to, like, Spyro 1, but in this case, this is like a callback to Spyro 2, and funnily enough, I've already mentioned Zephyr, because it was in that very level, which was the longest level, by the way, and with good reason, because it had this particular thing where we have to make platforms and bouncy mushrooms with seeds in order to get a single orb out of 3 for Zephyr. And it kind of returns here. We've got, well, they're not beanstalk seeds, even though this is supposed to be Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk, so this is now, like, the complete thing. And again, all you got to do to make these grow is spit the seeds out in the dirt patches in order to grow them, and you flame them to revert them. And I accidentally reverted it without even meaning to. I need to pick up the pink one, not the orange one. I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied in my discussions now, because I keep going from one subject to the next. But yeah, I mean, thankfully, this is in a separate area that's not actually built into the level. It's like a separate sub-area, which is actually quite nice, considering that means that we don't have a lot of stuff to do. It's just a couple of platforming challenges, and you're provided all the beans that you need, for the most part, when you reach the next area. Because, I mean, if I go back and flame either one of those, I'm not going to be able to get back up here. And I went the other way to get that one casket with the gem. So, you can see how it, like, wants you to go about it. We can go both ways yet again, it seems. But I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to make it the other way, so I'm going to spit that over there. And it didn't actually go where I wanted it to, thanks for that. Can't I just stand here and fire? No, you're just going to bounce too far, so I have to go first person because you want to be awkward. Right, so where's the other bean? Where's the other bean? Don't see it. Can I? No, okay. I forget what I'm supposed to do. Oh, there's the bean! I didn't see the bean! Wow! Why was it with me and having trouble with beans? Seriously, I have to keep debating on what beans I want to buy and sell, or buy and use, excuse me, in the Zuda, but now I have to do it here. How did I miss that? What the hell? I kind of just slid down very slowly. Okay, that's better. Now I've got this panel. Can't get in here at the moment, which is kind of a problem. So I'll have to leave that for later, until we find something that we can use to do something. But we've got a seed here, an additional seed, so we have to do that anyway. So if we knock both these down and swap their positions... I know that we've just completely gone off, like, oh, we're not doing, like, the main level first, then doing the side areas. You kind of, like, do the sub-areas as you find them in this particular level. I mean, like, in Fireworks Factory we could have done as well. I did not grab the other bean, I'm a moron. We could have, like, yeah, done the other 2 sub-areas of, well, one of the sub-areas of, Fireworks Factory as we went, but they were so close to the end, you might as well just do the end first, because as soon as you talk to Greta there, she warps you to the end, and then you got to head back anyway, because you can't do anything else at the end. So, that's why I did it that way. Mostly I want to try and actually do the main level beforehand. And how did he jump all the way? I guess he just followed our pathing.
I found this egg on the way up here. I think it was laid by a golden goose. We'll have to keep going. We're almost to the top.
Where did you find that egg? You went the same way as I did, I believe so, unless you just jumped up the wall, but still, I didn't see an egg on the way. You were holding that the whole time. Ransom!
You've been doing great so far. Why don't you take 2 more seeds?
And yeah, just like Zephyr, because, like, Zephyr had this kind of, mini-game going on, with, you know, the magic beans and all that, now we actually have Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk. Which, again, is a tie to Zephyr. Not just in mechanics, but also by the character itself that's associated with the beans. For whatever reason, the Professor provided us with the beans. I guess he was hiding out here, and he didn't want the Beanstalk beans and just wanted the mushroom and flower beans. But yeah, as you can see here, we've got a bunch of seeds here, so we're going to have to make this trip a bunch of times, unless we do something a little bit clever and fire a bean up there if we could. So, since we can't do that because they don't seem to have any airtime, what I'm going to do is just hip it. And then I'm going to go grab this one, and I almost missed a gem here, but I do need to come back and smack that one, so that's not a problem for now, because there's something I need to head bonk in there in order to get some gems. I mean, once we've done all this, it'll be easier to traverse anyway. It's right below us. I think we go in from the top. Because now we got these 2 beans. But to be honest, this is the easier part. Spit that over there. There we are, that's better. But why don't I grab the bean? There we are. Then I just got a hover, bounce, which resets our glide. There we are! And we're almost done. Just coming to the final segment. Again, no map for sub-areas. I don't know why I have to keep pointing that out. It's just a thing, because this sub-area is actually kind of long. But it's like a big corridor, instead of going around and up and over itself, like it did in Spyro 2, because as I said, it was kind of built into the level. I'll just do that, get them all. Right, okay. Getting there slowly. Need to get all the beans over here now. Yeah, the problem is they put all the beans over here, so you kind of need to bring them all across. But here's the thing. I believe we need all mushrooms. So you want to take a normal bean, a flower bean, pop it down. It bounced back into my mouth. Just flame the first mushroom, put the flower seed into this spot, so we can take yet another mushroom seed along with us. So we jump onto this flower, which gives us the jumping arc to bounce on here and continue onwards. And then, with 3 mushroom seeds, this is how we make our progress. Actually, am I supposed to use it on the second spot and then jump over? I forget. I'll find out once I do this. Yeah, I was only spitting them across, because you don't really need to put anything here. Not really any need. But as you see, there's 1, 2, 3 spots. There was no need to have a flower spot. You need mushrooms to get the height necessary. So that's why I swapped the thing over. Pop that in there. Grab that. There we are. Awesome. So then we go over here, and now since we get a little bit more of a bounce on this one, we can make our way across. Make our way across again. And we did it! And there's the golden goose.
At last, I found the legendary golden goose. You can have another one of its eggs as a souvenir.
How do you know that's one of its eggs? I'll tell you how I know it's not, because it's a dragon. Gooses don't lay dragon eggs. I don't even think you were looking. But yeah, we're actually on the top of the area now, where we saw that, thing. Because if we just, pound through here, there we are. Head bash that. Get the last gems in this sector. And I believe that is everything. Yeah, Sparks is pointing out, we're done here. So yeah, just a little platforming challenge, get all the way to the end, get 2 eggs and a bunch of gems. Hang on a second, I'm paranoid. Okay, it was just a tower here. Literally a warp tower. Or an elevator, however you want to look at it. But we have checkpoints saved, so we shouldn't actually, you know, have all the enemies around here respawn finally, since I was having a bit of trouble around here. So we should just be able to continue on like nothing ever happened. Got 2 magical rocks respawning here, so let's just try and avoid them. There we go. Flame you before you snipe me, because I don't like what you're doing. You crafty feline, you wily minx. Hibber! I accidentally flamed the fairy upon doing so. That was friendly fire. I apologise, madam. And she's not going to talk to me because I took out the dude who was actually blocking the thing. So I accidentally skipped some dialogue there. Oops, I apologise. But I guess that just means I'm faster than the game. For once, I'm actually doing really good. Well, I like to say. I was still getting sniped off the edge like Sparta in mid-glide, but oh well. Move this way, flame that, flame you, flame that thing, and I need to flame you as well. And where's the last one? There you are. Oh, I missed one. Oh, okay, I did light it. Sorry about that pause, my door opened. I've got a bad hinge. So whenever it starts to become the summer, my door starts to open up and I have to shut it. So I have to lock myself in my room. But I was about to say, where'd that go? I forget there was a bit of a delay there. I kind of blanked out there for a moment. Let's go up this way, the whirlwind. Because the front gates aren't open yet until we flame you. And that was weird. Why did it warp over there when I was not there?
Hi, Spyro. Isn't Prince Azrael just the dreamiest? The other fairies and wizards won't let us get married, so we're going to elope. By the way, Azrael says you can have this egg if you don't tell anyone where we went.
He could just tell me that, and that's why the camera zoomed in, because I get warped over here as soon as I kill that one particular enemy, because that's the level completion. Sakura. With a pink bow. Or indigo bow. Indigo. I don't know. Oh, cheeky. You just become Hagrid and you fly off on a motorbike. It's a chopper at that. Show off. But yes, the beginning of the level was literally right over here. And why is she hanging up there? I thought she was following me around the level. I don't want to try and make the... Hang on a minute, I can actually get back up there. Am I going to bump into another glitch just by going up here? I don't think she's supposed to be up there. I'm really paranoid now. Considering that I had to talk to Bentley's brother in Bamboo Terrace after getting the egg and he just poofed, I'm really curious.
Spyro, we urgently need your help. The evil cat wizards of Felinia have stormed our...
Yeah, I've already done that, lady. Okay, that's weird. Well, yep, she just disappeared. Yep, she... My lord, what is going on? I went out of my way to do that. I had no reason to. I had already done the thing necessary, and there was no reason for me to go back there, but she shouldn't have been there. I had already grabbed some checkpoints beforehand. Why? Why does this game do this? And yes, I glide down. I think there will be an invisible wall if I did that, or they're just not here, so you do have to go round. Oh, another glitch. A glitch every episode for the past 5 episodes, it feels like. And that was just rude. You keep doing that to me. There's no other way for me to hit you unless I had permanent super flame from Spyro 2, which I don't. And there's no way I'm going to be able to retain the super flame going all the way over here. So you know what, I'm just going to sideswipe, hover, flame, get my 1 gem out of you. And of course, we have this. Hello. Seriously, why? I didn't need to make the jump over there. I did not need to, and yet it still happened. I think this takes us... Yep, this takes us to the last sub-area. I'm going to probably do with the pot in a bit, actually. I want to go do this first, because this can take a bit. And I've actually been in this level a lot longer than I thought. Despite the level looking short, I've spent 30 minutes in this video already.
Good day, Spyro. I'd like to stay and chat, but I'm late for a, an engagement with a fairy friend of mine. Just a friend, you understand. Strictly platonic relationship. Certainly not a violation of military protocol whatsoever. What? What are you giving me that look for?
I don't know, maybe because you're not being subtle at all. Yep, he's on a date.
Where have you been, James? We were supposed to meet in the temple an hour ago. And don't give me that old matters of national security line again. I guess it doesn't matter, though. The whole temple is full of nasty cat witches anyway. We'll just have to call off our date. That is, unless you want to battle the witches.
Oh, we have the homing rockets for that with better homing ability than before, yes. We're going to do battle with basically basically the Daisy version of Zoe. In the original, she was a lot different. In fact, I think she had like blue skin and green hair. It was vastly different. Yes, it was still a model or palette swap of Zoe, but here they literally just turned all of Zoe's colours down a couple of tones. That's literally it. They didn't even make Isabelle. She's just a Daisy version of freaking Zoe. I mean, all of the models in this level so far have been reskin colour versions of Zoe, but that's just reusing models. And, you know, since it's a base model, that's going to happen in the remake as well. But they didn't even get Isabelle correct. Come on. I mean, that's something I actually did want to complain about. Not another goddamn glitch of an NPC disappearing because I already did the thing that they were about to tell me to do. They shouldn't even be there, but they are. And when I talk to them, they poof because I've already done it. Ah! I don't know. I was running out of breath. We walk in, and we're immediately flying. Now, before I start anything off, I mean, if you're in the original, you might want to hold off until you probably take some damage. But I want to smash all of the windows first because, as I said, that is our second skill point for this level. So if I get that done first of all, you smegger. There we are. Skill point acquired. That's a 1-up, and we're fully healed yet again. Now all we've got to do is just take out these witch cats. Normally I hang around in the middle, but strafing actually helps. Not in the original version, unless you had the right camera settings, because otherwise you would swivel the camera while strafing, which is bloody annoying. And I was firing my cannons at you while you were heading straight towards me, and I kept missing for some reason. That's cheeky. Get out of it. How they're arcing to chase you, and they're still not hitting you. What's going on here? Thank you.
So, I see those rocket launchers aren't just for show after all. Well, I just hope your accuracy is better than your punctuality, because there are still a lot more witches in the temple.
Oh, we've really got to press this lady, haven't we? Alright, we'll go in again, but first of all, I want to hit this critter, which was not in the original, actually. I definitely remember there not being any healing here at all. I had a little look about that, because I've seen it before, and apparently it's because of the skill point did not heal you? Which was like your one chance on healing, but I don't get it. So, anyway, there are now twice as many cat witches this time, and yeah, you just got to do the same thing again. It's just a lot more, and they keep spilling out of that door, which you cannot go into. I don't actually think there's that many gems in this area at all. So, ouch. And by the way, if you want to get the skill point, make sure you do it while doing this, because if you do not, and you get the eggs to complete the area, you'll have to actually leave the level in order for the sub-area to, well, restart, because this is one of the few sub-areas that don't actually reset unless you leave the level, which is kind of an ironic statement, considering they normally reset, and you would like this to reset when you leave, so you can, you know, get the skill point. You know, I am actually shooting my cannons at you while you're coming straight towards me, and I keep missing for some reason. And then when they are homing on you, they just seem to miss anyway. It's actually quite annoying, because now I'm in the green. Again! What the bollocks? Where's the last one? No. She's heading away straight away. There we go.
I must admit, James, I am impressed. There are still a few witches left, though, and this time they mean business. They even turned the floor into deadly blue ooze. Oh, do be careful, okay?
Yep, the blue well, that just confirms that it's blue ooze and not actually water. Or it could be boiling hot water, we never know. It's just more viscous, I guess, because it's ooze. It was actually kind of something I was talking about in Lost Fleet, actually. What is ooze? But I never actually looked it up, but I guess that clarifies it. But I just noticed these frogs have crowns. I guess because of the, princess and prince dynamic that this level has, I guess that's a draw? I don't know. I would like to get more health, but I don't really want to leave, because notice that we've gone through 2 phases and we haven't got an egg yet. We've got to do all 3 phases in one if we want to get the egg. If we fail, we've got to do it all over again, and I'm not doing good right now with my current health. So now we're not allowed to even land, which wasn't really a problem for me last round, or even the first round for that matter. That's literally the only difficulty. The floor is lava. It's literally that old shtick. So I'll just keep firing as I'm flying. I'm just going to make sure I go higher than necessary sometimes. Can I just... Or you can just hit me anyway. I mean, I've been getting a few of them while going around, but I can't actually take any more hits. If I take one more hit, I'm dead. I've actually been having a lot of trouble in this level in terms of retaining health. You did not touch me. What was that? And that looked weird because it was resetting the area before it even faded out. I gotta wait this loading screen. Why am I complaining so much in this video? This ain't that bad of a level. It's actually a good level. But yep, we got to do the whole thing again now, so I guess I'll just have to cut when I get back to the final phase. That time she touched me, but I didn't get hit. She kind of just slowed down a tad after hitting me. It didn't register. So last time it killed me, that time it didn't. She visibly slowed down though, because she grazed me. That was weird. Okay, that didn't look like it hit me, but it did. We're down to... Wow, she turned into it. Did you see that? She literally just did a 180 and snapped right into the missile. If she kept going, she would have dodged it. Moron. Where's the last one? I don't... There you are. I couldn't see you!
You did it, James. Oh, I knew you weren't the leader of the hummingbird resistance movement for nothing. Now we have the temple all to ourselves. But first, I have a present for you.
The first sentence was a mouthful. But yes, finally, we got that. That took a little bit of a while. It only took me that second try. Didn't actually get hit. I only got hit once, effectively, there. And that was the one we just had in that final sector. Just don't remember them being a loop that much that aggressive. I normally just hang about in the middle of the room shooting. So, I guess that is actually a lot more challenging. But notice there that when we were in there, the gate was shut. And if I walk back in there, the gate is still shut, even though the user's gone. And there is no way for you to actually... Wow, I just got another one up, really. I can't actually get back in there. And no, your cannons cannot get through this clearly visible gap. So, that's a problem. There is no way to get that skill point unless you reload the entire world. Yes, the world won't refresh, but the sub-area will, but only if you leave the world and come back in. And I don't understand why this is like the exception to the rule, because that's quite annoying, to be perfectly honest with you. But yes, we are almost done. We're just missing a few gems, and I think I know where they are. Sparks, would you please confirm my suspicions? Yes, it's the jar. And it's back here again. I thought it was going to stay in the same place. Then again, I died, so maybe that's why. Those enemies are back again! I saw that! Why am I having so many problems? I don't like this. Let me get back to that pot. That cat wizard's back alive as well. Why are some of these back and some of them are not? I don't remember them being alive. If you killed them, they're just dead. He's not even moving the chess piece. Which is weird. It's like the only chess piece in this level. It kind of sticks out. I mean, I guess it's a rook, which is a castle, which this place pretty much is. Yeah, this guy's alive as well. Did I not pick up his gem or something? No, he didn't drop anything. Why are some of these enemies alive and some of them are not? Oh, even that guy up there is back alive again. I don't get it. Why am I don't know what to say. I'm flabbergasted. It's like, I don't believe these enemies are supposed to be alive, and even if they are, they shouldn't be. Because I've got their gem, I've killed them, I've had a checkpoint. Even if I died in the sub-area, not all the enemies are back. So, I'm a little bit confused, and funnily enough, this jar actually leads you into these secret areas in case you haven't already done them. But then if you sideswipe, as we just saw the restart, I forgot that happens. Yeah, they're not giving me any gems, I'm so confused. I actually couldn't remember the location of this pot. I thought it would have been further back in the level. Apparently we're now going backwards through the level again. It's weird. It starts at the end of the level, then it goes to the middle of the level, but then it goes back to the beginning of the level, but it feels like you should be going the other way. And I actually missed a green gem here. The amount of times I've jumped down this way, and I keep missing that at the very... That's why Sparks weren't grabbing it again. I just ran into that by myself. Right, let's get up there. Yeah, we had to go back to the beginning for this pot. So if that fairy was still there, I would have noticed it anyway if I didn't go out of my way. Because I would have been like, I'll have to talk to you, because I don't think you're supposed to be there. So regardless, I would have bumped into that glitch. I forgot that the pot goes there. I thought the down there was the bottom location. But no, I want to do one extra move back to the very beginning of the level, literally where we spawn. And yeah, that fairy would have been floating here. I would have talked to her after completing the level, and then she would have just went straight over the wall and disappeared instead of hanging around waiting for me to take the enemies out. And this level has a lot of mini problems in the remake again. Yay! We've 100%ed this level, and I can safely say that the most trouble I had is getting Sparted and mini glitches. And I just realised I didn't get any of those 1-ups. I always forget about that island. Hang on a moment. I want to grab those. But yeah, I don't know. I feel really weird about this episode right now because, like, I was okay and it's like, okay, I got spotted. Fair enough. My fault. And then it's like, oh, well, now it bugs. Again, bugs. Always bugs. I don't know why I have so much trouble. I shouldn't be bombing into a glitch every episode, and even if I didn't go out of my way to talk to that one fairy at the very beginning of the level, because that pot went in the beginning, I would have bumped into it anyway. Even though that was after the Sergeant Bird area, I wouldn't know if she would have despawned or not. She probably would have been there, and I would have had to talk to her in order to despawn her for some bizarre reason. We got the trophy, we got 2 skill points, and we got everything in this level, including all the money that we spent on money bags. In the next episode, we finish the final level of the Evening Lake, which is Frozen Altar, where we can once again, hopefully, chill out. See you guys next time. Hopefully, next time, no glitching.